That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on the...
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside.
Freaky, I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. Now I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up, don't stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear a flag gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
6-yard pickup brings
up a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And it's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
This will be caught at about the 5. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The kick.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
7, Vikings nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. He finds a man with a crossing route. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, agree, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, Cook. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a gain of 8.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over.
10-10 at their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that was a gangster. Focusing on me with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, package
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Lions 21, Vikings 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Ty Johnson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Here's Stafford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down carry here for Johnson. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford rolling to his right. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Toss it out right to Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And he'll be And taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Vikings 14. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, Cousins gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Rudolph, incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
40-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Jared Davis.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. That is throw is incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A gain of
25 yards that time. They'll run for it with Cook. Now they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28. Vikings 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
6-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He's been busy this afternoon. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Detroit.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. He talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Cousins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Cousins on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turned down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turned down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Complete. It's Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And right past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, it's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
The yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Cook following the penalty. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, 56 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Complete to Kyle Rudolph. It's a gain of 8.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll throw again. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go to Johnson again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the...
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can call me, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you paint, watch you work, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling when they forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it this way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys.
Frank Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Smith. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Number 21.
He was brought down by Eric Harris.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Then a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A first down carry by Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's Elliott, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The ball carrier.
A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, it's Williams on the catch. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
11 at the 30-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr buying time to his left. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr steps away to his left. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Now the return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Prescott.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 6. To throw is Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And Prescott, his third interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Anthony Brown.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. Only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because
this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 47 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll be decision to bring it out. Ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brings up
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East frontrunners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Has 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Prescott now from the 50. And he's going to go down again. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down. 3rd and long for Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Carr going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up third.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's good.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Carr to throw again. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
It's a loss of 2.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
43-yard line.
Now Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. But it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Carr now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 14. Raiders.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, Cowboys.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Is you give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go to Elliott again. And he's across for the touchdown. And the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
The kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I get it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss?
explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st down, Seattle.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Well, a catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Seahawks.
On 1st down, Carson. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Reggie Robinson.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
To Chris Carson.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Giving right around 4 on the carry. we'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To number 14, DK.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. They're not anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. These two teams all tied after 1.
Tied 7-7.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
That's another Cowboy.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Amari Cooper.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 36 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for
now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Wilson from his end zone on 3rd and long. It's caught. Block it. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Get the safe completion on 3rd. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
To Chris Carson. He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. As hard as guys is shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact, popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. This is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down throw for Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, a little bit ago we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There are 6 of them. The Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those do you think that they... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First down, Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Benson Mayowa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Elliott. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Cowboys 31.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys 31, Seahawks 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Seattle.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hand.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people. The power is way forward.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
For Seattle.
The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually running in the middle of the field.
9 yards not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. C.D. Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Cowboys 38. Seahawks 50.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Flush to his right. That's Elliott, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Prescott here to throw. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Tyler Lockett, incomplete. It's third.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Tonight's final score, Cowboys.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You done kill Abel, unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you Galilee rolling thunder, don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot, tired of trying, go hit it. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. When they touching the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not. I can't